ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णा प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्णा चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपाय स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थेषु तेने ब्रह्म हृदय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया। मनश्च भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आविश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहेतुकी। We are reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, chapter 47, verse number 30. So this is Uddhava repeating the message of Bhagavan Shri Krishna to gopis. And we read the first verse, verse number 29, in which he said that Bhakti Nam Viyogo me na sarvatmana kvachit. That separation from you with me is not complete, incomplete me. So we read two different interpretation by Sri Vishnu Chakravarti. One was from the Gyan Paksha, that just as the base elements exist in all the products made from the material elements, like that he is the creator, he is the source, he is the adhisthana of everything, so he exists in everything, in everybody. And the other one was that it is only by the body that there is a separation, and not by the mind, intellect and heart. So that's an interesting explanation, because that means that Krishna's mind is not available for anyone else. So if you want him, then you have to only go through the gopis, because his mind, his heart is with them. That's what he said. So this is what Raganuga Bhakti is. So Ragatmika Eknishtaye Vrajvasi Janade Tesam Bhavate Lubdho Bhavet Adhikari Van. So the adhikar for Raganuga is only for those people who want that bhav which is in the gopis, because Krishna is with his mind, he is in them and they are in him. So if you want to approach him, you have to only go through them. There is no other way. So this is what Raganuga is. So Ragatmika Nishthaye, Ragatmika Anushritaye. So to follow that, Raganuga Satrochyate. And gopis are not teachers themselves, so therefore it comes through Mahaprabhu, who comes in the mood of Supreme Gopi, Param Gopi, Gopitama, as we read in Gopal Champu. That is the Gopitama. So therefore only through this you can get Krishna in Braj. That is the indication. Atmanyeva Atmanam, Atmanyeva Atmana Atmanam, Srijayamanupalayé, Atmamaya Anubhavene, Bhutendriya Gunatmana. So how many Atma words are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 times the word Atma is used here. Atmani eva Atmana Atmanam Srije Aham Anupale. He says that through my Atma, within my Atma, I create my Atma. Atmani means in me, in Atma. Atmanam means the Atma which is created. And Atmana is my Atma. And Srijaham, and then for he is using Am for himself, which is also Atma. So Srijaham Anupalaye, I create and I protect. And how do I do it? Atma Maya Anubhavena, by the influence of my Atma Maya, and Bhuta Indriya Gunatmana, which is in the form of Bhuta Indriya Guna Atmaka. So meaning is that he is the Adhisthana, he is the substratum of everything. There is nothing which can exist without him. And what he creates is also him only, because it is his energy, Bahiranga Shakti, which becomes manifest here. Idam hi Vishwam Bhagwan Ivetara. So Narada Rishi told this to Vyasa, that this Vishwa is like Bhagwan. So that's what he's saying. So Atmana, Atmani eva Atma, Atmana Atmanam, and he creates from himself. So means he is the nimitta upadan karana, bhinna nimitta upadan karana. So he is the creator, and he is not only the agent, but he is also the ingredient. When you create something, you don't bring the ingredients from your own self. You take ingredients from outside and then you create or make something from that. So like the spider creates the cobweb, so he brings the material from inside. So he is the agent and he is also the supplier of the material which he uses to create. So Bhagavan is like that. Only thing is that spider has to eat, and that comes from outside. So Bhagavan does not take anything from outside. So therefore he says Atma Maya Anubhavena, that by the influence of my Atma Maya, my own Maya, I create the elements, the senses, and the gunas of the Prakriti, which constitute this universe. So, Sri Vishnu Chakravarti, he comments, Kincha ahameva karta adhikaranam karma chaityaha. So he says, moreover, I am the agent, I am also the base, foundation, substratum, and I am also the object which is created. So how can the creator be also the created? So he is that. So he creates, whenever you perform any action, it needs some ground where you perform the action, and it needs material, and then something is produced. Every action has got some fruit, some results, some outcome. So phal vyapari or dhatu ashray tu tinga smrita. Every dhatu has got phala and vyapar. So there is some outcome of the action and there is some in-between steps before it comes to an end. And that needs a substratum and an agent. What comes out, that is the karma. So he is everything. That's why he is called Swarat. So Atmani eva adhisthane, Atmana eva karanena, Atmanam eva jagad rupam srijami. So he says that I create it within me, and I create it by myself, and I create myself in the form of the universe. So on this the question is asked, Nanu tvam Satchidananda Swarupa Jagadidam Tato Bhinnam Pratiyate. So how is this possible? You are Satchidananda, you are beyond material nature, material gunas, you are spiritual, and this universe is material. So how can this be you? So then he replies that Atmano mama ya maya shakti tasya anubhava karya atas swarupatvam iti madrupatvam anubhavam karyam tena bhutadhyatmana srijami. So because it is my potency, Prakriti is my Prakriti, mam maya durattaya, bhumirapo analo vayu khammano buddhirevacha ahankaram iti me bhinna Prakriti rashtra. So me bhinna Prakriti, my Prakriti. So it is this is bhinna Prakriti, Bahiranga Shakti, and with that he creates. So he is also creating by himself, from himself. So therefore, this is my Maya Shakti, and the creation is the anubhava or the effect of that. Atma Maya Anubhavena. So like you have sthai bhav, anubhav. Anubhav means the effect. So therefore it says anubhava karya. Tena bhutadi atmana, and with what I create? By bhut indriya atmana, by the panch bhutas. Tasya mad bahiranga shaktitvat jagato asya mad rupatvam nato mad swarupatvam iti bhava. So because this jagat, this material universe, is product of my external potency, bahiranga shakti, therefore it is also my form, but it is not my swarupa. So this is the distinction between rupa and swarupa. So he says this jagat is mat rupa, but not mat swarupa. So swarupa is what he is, the internal, the person, Satchidananda. That is his swarupa. And with one potency he is creating, that is his rupa. So generally rupa, swarupa are same, but there is making a distinction. So swarupa also means swaswarupa. But here rupa is not something as we popularly know, form, body, appearance. But it is his swarupa means the essential nature, his essential being. So this is the external meaning, or this is the meaning for the Jnanis. And for them he gives another meaning. Bhavati nam atmani mansi atmana prayatnene atmanam samsrijami avirbhami. So the word Atma has got many meanings in Sanskrit. Atma yatno dhritir buddhi swabhavo brahma varshma cha. Amarkos says that Atma can mean effort, it can mean fortitude, it can mean intelligence, it can mean nature, it can mean Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan, and it can mean the body. So body can also be one of the meaning of Atma. That's why we say Dehatma Buddhi, everybody considers their body as their Atma. Some part of Charvak is there in everybody or not? Right? People don't like Charvak, but most of the people in the material world, they follow Charvak. Whenever you say, who are you? You talk about your body. This is me. That's what Charvak is saying. So Atma also means that. So therefore, now when he is giving the second meaning, so he is bringing the different meanings of the word Atma. In the previous one, he had only one meaning, means Krishna himself is referring. So therefore he says that Atmani, Atmana, Atmanam, Srije. That is the sentence he says. That I create myself by myself in the Atma. I create, basically saying I create Atma in Atma by Atma. So he creates in Atma, so that is the first. So there he means the mind. And there Atma refers to the mind of the gopis. So therefore, Bhavati Nam Atmani Manasi. So in your mind. And Atmana, I create Atmana. Atma then means effort, by my effort. So according to Nyaya, Kriti or Prayatna is one of the 8 qualities of Atma. Sukh, Dukh, Ichha, Prayatna, Dharma, Dharma. These are all qualities of Atma. Nyaya, Mimamsa also. So therefore, Prayatna is coming from Atma. So I make an effort. That is Atmana. And Atmanam, and I create Atma, means myself. So creating here means manifesting. Because Atma cannot be created nor can it be destroyed. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. You can only make it appear and disappear. So therefore what he is saying is that I make myself by my own effort appear in your mind. That's why he says that my separation from you is not in full completeness. Right? Bhakti nam viyogo me na sarvatmana kvachit. And Vishwanath Chakravarti has commented that he says that by mind I am in you, by body I am separate. So now he is explaining with the same thread that I manifest myself in your mind. And that's why you feel my presence. So that is the meaning. So there is not complete separation. So that's why he is not making the word Atma as just one meaning. And Sambhoga adi Līlārtham muhurtam anupalayami. And then he says Srije and Anupalaya. Srijayaham Anupalaya. So Palan means to maintain. So therefore he says that I maintain myself in your mind to have union with you for some time. And then I disappear. Tato hanmi. After that I disappear. So antardhapyami. Kena prayatnena. How do I disappear? So he says Atma Maya Prabhavena. So Atma Maya Prabhavena means Yoga Maya Prabhave eva mam prayat. So by the influence of Yoga Maya, I do this. So Atma Maya can have both meaning, because Atma Maya means Maya of Atma. It can refer to Bahiranga Maya or Antaranga Maya. So in the previous one it referred to the external potency, and here it refers to the internal one. So both meaning can be taken. Sujami Atma Maya. Yoga Maya Prabhava eva mam prayatna iti bhava. The meaning is that this, when I am saying that I do this by my effort, so he says that this is the influence of Yoga Maya only, which is my effort. Kena prayatnena atmaya prabhavena. By what effort? So he says that by the effort of influence of Atmaya, and that is Yoga Maya, and that is my effort. Atmanam katham bhutam bhutani angani indriyani chakshuradini guna saundarya madhurya vaidhagyade atmano buddhyadeyas tesham dandek. So then the last part is bhutendriya gunatmana. That I create myself in what form? I create bhuta, indriya, guna, atma. So now here it takes another meaning, that I manifest my body, my senses and my qualities, saundarya, etc. Guna here does not mean the gunas of Prakriti, but the qualities of Krishna. So that's how I manifest them. So bhutani angani. Bhuta means my parts, bodily limbs, and indriyani, senses, chakshuradini, such as eye, etc. Guna, Saundarya, Madhurya, Vidagdhati. And the gunas or qualities means my body, my sweetness, my expertise to play with you. And Atmana, Atmana means intelligence. That is also one of the meaning of Atma. Tesham dvandakyam tena sahita. And then along with that I appear. So meaning is that I manifest, means you have my perception or apperception or spurti in your mind. Because gopis were feeling separation externally, but internally they were also having the feeling of his presence, that he is there. So that's how he is referring to the word Atma here. Then he says, Atma jnanmayah shuddho vyatirikto agunanvayah sushupti swapna jagrat bhir maya vritti bhir iyate. So how does one understand this Atma, which has two meanings? One is as Ishvara, who creates, who is all pervading, the Paramatma, and the other is Krishna. So how does one know this? So he says Atma Jnanmaya, that it is pure consciousness, it's not material, Shuddha, and Vyaktirikto, and it is not mixed with anything, or it does not have parts, it is one unit, and Agunanvaya, and it is free from any of the gunas, material gunas. And how do we experience it? So then it is experienced as something which persists in all three states, Sushupti, Swapna, Jagrat bhir, Maya vritti bhir iyate. So we have various types of vrittis in our wakeful state, means mental states in which we perceive objects. Then there is a dream state, and then there is a deep sleep state, dreamless state. So in all these, there is one which persists, and that is Paramatma. And that Paramatma is known through this, because without Paramatma, there will be no dream, there will be no deep sleep. So according to Vedanta, the dreams are also created by Paramatma. In the Vedanta Sutra, Sandhya Srishtir Ahahi, that the creation during Sandhya is also done by him. Sandhya means the union, twilight, like day and then night, and then there is a period of where they join or meet. So day is like the wakeful state, night is like the deep sleep, and dreams are the Sandhya time. So the creation in the dreams is also done by Paramatma, just as the external creation is done by him. This world is created by him, the dreams are also created by him. And just as this world is created by him according to the cumulative karma of all the jivas. Because when there is a pralaya, all the jivas go into his body. Then to make them experience the karma of the jivas, then he creates. So this creation is because of the karma of the jivas. This is what he says in Bhagavad Gita also, when he says Ahankaram iti yamme bhinna prakriti ashtadha. And then aparamtu vidhi जीव भूता महाबाहो या धार्यते जगत अप्रयमितन्याम So no another Shakti which is separate from this, and that is the Jiva Bhutam. And Yaya Dharyate Idam Jagat. So that Jiva is the one which sustains the Jagat. So sustain does not mean that Jivas are upholding it, but it is because of their karma that it is there. So similarly, just as the universe is created because of the cumulative karma of all the Jivas, the dreams are created because of the individual karma. Because dreams are experienced by that particular person, and it is because of his or her karma. So therefore Paramatma is the basis of that. So Paramatma can be inferred through this. Sushupti swapna jagrat bhir maya vritti bhir iyate. So it is by the vrittis of these three states that you can make an inference of Paramatma. First you have to make an inference of the Jiva, that there has to be somebody who is witnessing all these states. Because one who witnesses is different from what is being witnessed. Seer and seen are separate. Drik drishya vivek. So seen is not the seer and seer is not the seen. Experiencer is distinct from what is being experienced. It cannot be same. So therefore there has to be experiencer of these three states. And once we understand that there is experiencer, and that is we, because we have that feeling that I am experiencing, I slept or I did something. But then I am not independent because I do not create the external world and I don't have control over the inner world also. It's not that you can plan, I am going to dream this, then you can dream this. People are so proud, they think they are supreme controller, they cannot plan their dream. Outside you can say, well, so many things depend on other people, but dreams are all in your head. Even this you cannot control. So then you have to accept that there is something higher who is controlling. There has to be a control. Otherwise everything will go completely haywire. Everything will collapse. So unless there is someone who is managing it. So therefore we make an inference that there has to be. Who is controlling the karma of so many people? Who is behind it? So that is Paramatma. So that has to be Jnanamaya. That has to be a conscious being. That has to be pure. Otherwise he will become one of us. If he is not free from the gunas, then he will be like us. But we don't have that ability, so he must be free from all this. Vyatirikta, separate, distinct. And then the other meaning will be for the gopis that we will see. So first meaning. Nanu tarhi tava swaswarupam kim lokai katham va gyayamiti chet. So this is the first meaning. So you have to keep the both meanings in mind so that you can relate it. So they are asking that if you create this world and you are separate from him and you are Satchidananda Swarupa, then is it possible for people of this world to know you? First question. And if they can know you, what is the process to know you? How can they know? So kim and katham. So then he says, Mat swarupam tu gunatitam antaryami sangyam sarvatra pratiyate evetya. So he says that my swarupa is gunatit. It is beyond the gunas of material world. And it is everywhere, it is all pervading. And not only that, it is everywhere, you can perceive it everywhere. But you have to know how to perceive it. So just like air is everywhere, Vayu sarvatra go mahan. But we don't see it, but we can feel it with the skin. So here also we need some sense to feel the presence of Paramatma. That's what he's saying, that sarvatra pratiyate eva. So first he explains how he is. So Atma. So here Atma means Paramatma, as in the previous one also it meant Paramatma. Because it is Paramatma who is the creator. Bhagavan is beyond. So that Paramatma is Jnanmaya. So what does Jnanmaya means? So we have to remember this, because Jnana has the common meaning of knowledge. But Jnana also means consciousness. Otherwise people always say that Atma is full of knowledge. It's not full of knowledge. There the word Jnana means consciousness, that it is conscious. It's not full of knowledge. If Atma was full of knowledge, then we don't have to make any effort to gain knowledge. It's like Atma is conscious, so we'll make no effort to bring consciousness from outside into Atma. It's conscious by nature. So if it is full of knowledge, then what do you have to do to gain knowledge? And you will have it. So Jnana here means Chit. So conscious. So it is pure consciousness, means there is no mixture of matter in it. That is the meaning of Maya, Mayat. Pratyaya. Jnanam Mayatitam Chit Tanmaya. So Jnanam here means Mayatit. That it is beyond Maya, beyond matter. It is Chit. Chit means Chiti Sangyane, conscious. And it is Tanmaya, means it is made of that. It's like the objects here in the material world are made from matter. Like a golden ornament is made of gold. An earthen pot is made of clay. So like that, he is made of consciousness. That's how his personality is. So Gunai and Guna Anvaya. Srishtiyadi kartritvepi achintya shaktya tat sambandha bhavat shuddha. Although he engages in the act of creation, maintenance and dissolution of the universe, but he does this without being influenced by it. So this is his very special quality. If you have to create something yourself, if you are the agent, then you will be involved with that, you will come in contact with it, and you will be also influenced by it. If you have to make soup or sabji or some food, you have to become in contact, you have to come in contact with it. And if it is hot, it can burn you. If it has chili in it, it can give a sting even to your hands. So he says that he does not come in contact with it. So tat sambandha bhavad. And how does he do that? So that is his special power, achintya shakti. For anyone else it is inconceivable. How is this possible that you do something and you are not involved with it, you have no relationship with it, you are not affected by it in any way. So he does that. Sarir madhyavartitvepi vyatirikta. And although he exists in the body of every being, sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishta, he is entered in everyone's heart, yet he remains distinct completely. So that is his achintya shakti. It's like you go in a room and you are not touching the room. You don't touch the floor, you don't touch anything. Not the air also. You may say, well, I don't touch the room, I am in the middle. That is also room. Room actually means space, isn't it? Like we say that, oh, this is a very roomy. Means it has a lot of space. So basically room means space. So you are in the space of the room. So he is not influenced by anything. He does not come in contact, yet he is inside. So that is his achintya shakti. Guna adhishthatritvepi na gunan anveti. And although he is the controller of the gunas, sattva, rajas and tamas, and yet he is not in contact with them. So he is not influenced by them. Not being contact means he is not influenced by any one of them. So that is the meaning of Anvaya. Satu sarvairapi anuman gamya eva ityaha. So how do we know or how do we feel his presence? So this is by inference, by anuman. And for that he has the second line. Sushupti swapna jagrad bhir maya vritti bhir iyate. So iyate here refers to inferred by the vritti of maya in these three states. Iyate anumiyate yaduktam guna prakashayir anumiyate bhavan. So as it is described in prayers of Devaki Devi in the 10th canto, she says this: Sattvam na ched dhata ridam nijam vijnanam ajnana vidapa marjanam guna prakashayir anumiyate bhavan prakashyate yasya cha yena vaguna. So by the gunas he is inferred, because the gunas will not work without it. In Bhagavatam it is described that when he created the universal egg, right, then the egg did not come to life. All the senses entered in it, but it did not get up. Natada udatishtata. Did not stand up, means it did not, like a dead body. So all the senses can enter into it, but if the prana is not there, then it will not stand up. As soon as some human being dies, he will fall down. He cannot remain standing, because there is no prana to hold it. So these gunas, they function by his support. That's how we have to understand that his presence is there. So that's why he says that guna prakashayir anumiyate bhavan prakashate yasya cha yena vaguna. So it is by his energy that they are illuminated and they can function. And drishyair buddhyadi bhir drashta lakshanairanu mapakai. So this is also said in 2nd canto, that drishyair buddhyadi bhir drashta lakshanairanu mapakai. That by senses etc., his presence is inferred. That if you are able to see, that means there is Atma inside, otherwise you cannot see. So therefore, senses are the linga for Atma. Atma lingam. This is one of the meaning of the word Indriya. Indriya means Indra lingam. Indra is word for Atma. And this is a linga. Just like smoke is the linga or sign of fire. When smoke is there, then fire is there. So senses are the linga of Atma. They are the sign of presence of Atma. As long as the sense is working, Atma is there. Sense do not work, Atma is not there. So therefore he says that he can be inferred from this. So drishyair buddhyadibhir drashta lakshnair anumapkirti cha. Atma ham jnanmaya. And I am the Atma. I am jnanmaya. So this is the Jnana Paksha, then the Bhakti Paksha, the message for the gopis. Atra sthito api yusmad vishyak atishay jnanvan natu kadachit api yusman vishmarami tirth. So now the second meaning, he says Atma jnanmaya shuddho vyatirikto agunanmaya. So he said that I manifest myself in you. So he says Atma jnanmaya. Atma, he says I am Atma and I am jnanmaya. He says I know everything about you, which means that I never forget you. I am in complete awareness of you. Not only that I manifest in you, but I am also aware of you. Sometimes you can be with some person, but you are not aware of that person. Your mind is going somewhere else. People are sitting together eating, but they both are thinking of something. So he says, no, I am not like that. I never forget you. That's why Raganuga is possible only following in their footstep. Because his mind is totally captivated by them. There is nothing remaining. 1%, 2%, no chance. He is in absolute state of samadhi all the time. Gopi samadhi. So that's why they are called gopi. Gopi means those who hide. Gopu Rakshana, right? Gopan. So they are hiding him. There is no way that you can get a glimpse of Krishna without them. It's not possible. You can have glimpse of other forms, but not this Vrajiya Krishna. This is completely captured by them. So therefore it says, Natu kadachidapi yusman vishmarami. That I never, never, ever forget you. Sthitopi mathuranga angana sangadosh rahita. Yato vyatirikta. Then he says vyatirikta. That although I am in Mathura, I am situated here, but I have no association with any woman here. Don't think that I am flirting around. So vyatirikta means I am completely separate. Because you cannot associate with another person unless your mind is there. If your mind is absolutely fixed somewhere else, how are you going to flirt with somebody? You need mind for that. So therefore he says, Mathura Angana Sanga Dosha Rahita. I am free from the defect of association with women of Mathura. Yato Vyatirikta. Why? Because I am Vyatirikta. Rikta means empty. And Ati means completely empty. Atirikta generally is used something extra. And Vyatirikta separate. But V means Vishesh Rupena. Ati means excessive. Rikta means empty. So I am completely empty. Means I have nothing to do with these people. Why? Because I am in Vishad. Yusmad Vyogad Khinna. I am in complete desolation due to separation from you. So where is the possibility of, I don't talk to them, I have no feeling to go and speak to anyone. Kathamanya rochiyami iti bhava. So how is it possible that anyone will be able to attract my mind? It is impossible. Yato gun anvayaha yusmad gunan saundarya madhura kataksha avlokadin anvemi. Because I am gun anvaya. Anvaya means united. Guna means qualities. So I am completely attached to you by your qualities. My mind is captivated absolutely by your qualities. What kind of qualities? Saundarya, your beauty, madhura kataksha avlokanadin, your sweetness, your side glances, and your affectionate looks. So that's what have captured my heart absolutely. So there is no possibility. Dhyanena nirantaram prapnomi. I am always meditating on that and I am feeling your presence here. Just like he was saying that your mind is in me. Evam bhuto yusmabhir sadaeva ham anubhuye. So therefore I am always experiencing your presence here. Just as he says that I manifest in you and you feel my presence, like that you are manifest in me and I feel your presence in me. Susupta iti. Tatra sushuptena mama atmano anubhutcharasya rup gunadi samanyam. Swapne na tad vishesha jagrena tu hasya lasyadi sambhog madhurya sakshad atma eva iyate anubhuyate. So you can experience me. How do you experience? He says you can experience me in the state of deep sleep, in the dream, and also in your wakeful state. In the state of deep sleep you can experience me, but not with any varieties. That is like a samadhi state, where you have the object and that's all, there is nothing else. So that's what he says, that tatra sushuptena mama atmano anubhut charasya swarup gunadi samanyam. That experience, what you have experienced, my form, qualities in general, in the state of sushupti, and swapne na tad vishesha, and also in the dream, also there is not much difference, but in the wakeful state you will have complete experience. Jagarena tu hasya lasya adi sambhog madhurya maya. But in the wakeful state you will have experience of laugh, dancing. So he is actually talking about himself, because these are all in masculine gender. He is saying that this is how I experience you. That I experience you in deep sleep, in my dream, and in a wakeful state I have complete experience of your smile, your singing, your joking, union with you. And sakshad atma eva anubhuyate. And I directly perceive the Atma, the Self. So this is the comment. Any question on this?
I'd like to understand in verse number 30, there at the very end of the commentary, there was a sentence, Tesham, the last 4 or 5 words, Tesham dvandva ekyam, tena sahitam. Could you explain this please again?
I'm just talking about this samas, this compound word. Bhut, Indriya, Guna, Atmana. So Bhutascha, Indriyascha, Gunascha, Atmascha. Dandakyam.
So this is just a grammatical thing that he says this is a dvanda samas and therefore
it's a dvanda samas.
Ekavachanam or something like that. Okay, got it. And then now here, I didn't really understand, isn't that when he says Evam bhuto yushmabhir api sada eva aham anubhuya, does it mean that he is experienced by them? Aham anubhuya yushmabhir?
Yushmabhi sada eva aham anubhuya. Yeah, I experience along with you. Because previously it says dhyanena nirantar prapnomi. Yusmad gunan saundarya madhur kataksha lokadin anvemi. Evam bhuta yusmabhir sadaiva haman bhuya. Means I am experiencing with you.
So it does not mean I am experienced by you, it means I am experiencing with you together.
And because it says aham anubhuya, sadaiva aham yusmabhi. Or you also experience me. Yusmabhir api, because the word api is there. Evam bhuto yusmabhir api sadaiva. Saying that you also experience me. In the previous it says I experience you. And then it says you are also experiencing me.
I see. So in any case, it's something mutual between them.
Yeah.
Right? And I didn't really catch this. So in Sushupti, in the deep sleep, it's a general awareness. And then when he says in the dream, what was that? How do they experience each other in the dream?
Like the experience in the dream. What do you mean how? You dream.
Okay.
Sandeep.
So I was trying to understand this point. Sushupti swapna jagrati maya vritti vir iyate. So this vritti of Sushupti, swapna and jagrat. So it's in the mind. Vritti will be in the mind.
Yes.
So then, how is he saying that with this vritti we can perceive the presence of soul?
Because who is experiencing? Who is there is a
the vritti is in the mind, but that experiencer is the soul.
So therefore there is a soul. So it's saying you can influence. It's not saying experience, it says you can make an inference, anuman.
But like we did in Ved Vedanta, that the the senses go out to the object and enters the object and the vritti is formed in the mind. So here also that vritti is the same thing, like the same way vritti is formed in Vaishnava.
Yeah, vritti is, everybody accepts vritti. If you are experiencing, then some change is happening, that's what is vritti. How it happens, that you can explain different ways, but vritti is there. Knowledge is generated, so some change has to happen or not. That's you call vritti. Okay.
There's this prescription in Raganuga to follow in the footsteps of the residents of Vrindavan. So from what we understood now, this is very clearly following the gopis. And sometimes it's also said it means following Guru. So I conclude that it's exactly the same. Following Guru means following gopis.
Yeah, following gopi, how will you follow gopi? That's
Yeah,
what I said. Gopis are not gurus, they never taught to anybody. They did not write any books. So how will you follow them? So that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and he propagated this Anarpit Charim Chirat Karune Avtirna Kalu. So that's he gave. So now you have to come in that line from him. That is following them. That is the meaning of parampara.
But still, it is Guru is not mentioned in that context, only the residents of Vrindavan. Why is that?
Where?
In Bhakti Samhita Sindhu.
Yeah, how will you follow? That's what I'm asking you. Something which is known, there is no need to say that. That also he already said. Guru Padashre Tasmat. He's not going to say everywhere that. So whatever are the limbs for what he has said, they are also applicable. In the commentary, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, he says, without Guru, it is not possible. Because the question came that Shravan, Kirtan, Smaran, all this. And he writes there that without Guru it is not possible. He says, where is Raganuga without Guru? Says it very clearly. It's also understood. Okay.